The first thing that we're gonna do is put our weights right at our hips. We're gonna squat back, bringing our chest to the ground, straighten up and lift those weights to the ceiling. And drop and lift. Drop and lift. Make sure that you bring your shoulders down as your hands come up. And you can do up to 30 repetitions of this move. The next one, you're gonna bring your arms all the way into your sides, bent and lifted. Bring them in, and you're gonna extend them straight above your head. Drop and extend. And again, you can do up to 30 of these repetitions. Good job. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna rock the weight in front of us, almost like we're doing a little hook punch here. Swing it back and then bring it straight out in front of us. So 1, 2, notice my weight transfer, 3, straighten up, 4, and 5. Good job. And the last one, we're gonna take both of our weights and put them in our right hand. We're gonna reach at a diagonal to the ground. We're shifting our weight onto.
This move works out your abs, your glutes, your triceps, your biceps, and your back. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back.
To our left foot as we extend our right arm up to a high V. So dip and lift. Dip, lift. 4 and 5. Good job. That move you can do 20 of on each side. Great job.
The basic swing is the foundation for any kettlebell workout. The first thing you should know, your arms do not power this move. It's actually your hips, hamstrings, and butt. Let's get started. Have your kettlebell on the ground in front of you. You can use a 15-pound kettlebell or a lighter weight if that's more comfortable. Plant your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart and hold your spine straight. It's important that you maintain good posture to protect your back. Now lower your body halfway into a squat. Your butt should stick out behind you. Pick up the kettlebell with a firm but relaxed grip. As you straighten your legs, push through your heels and explode your hips upward to swing the kettlebell to chest height. Return to your half squat as you swing the kettlebell back between your legs. Once you're comfortable with swinging the bell to chest height, up the intensity by pushing even harder through your hips and swinging the bell above your head.
This is mod 2 for the bloat. We're gonna do jump twists into wacky jacks. Your trainer's gonna give you different directions, different patterns, do the best you can. Let's start with the jump twist. Bring those arms straight out in front of you, draw those shoulders down and back, step those feet close together. Upper body stays nice and stable, and we're twisting the lower body as we're jumping. Jump and twist. Soft bend into the knees, making sure you absorb the landing. It's gotta feel good in the body. Think of the hips moving forward and back. And now into those wacky jacks. Get those arms out, turn those toes out. Elbows and knees are coming towards one another. Just get those elbows and knees as close together as you can. You're doing great. This is mod 1 for the bloat. We're gonna do jump twists into wacky jacks. Your trainer's gonna give you different directions, different patterns, do the best you can. Let's start with those jump twists. Hands onto the hips, feet close together. You're twisting that lower body, trying to keep your eyes forward. So really working the rotation in those hips. Light on the toes. And now into those wacky jacks. Bring those arms out, legs out, and wacky jack. It's okay to look a little silly here. I know I do. Keep moving your body, you're doing great. This is mod 3 for the bloat. We're gonna do jump twists into wacky jacks. Your trainer's gonna give you different directions, different patterns, do the best you can. Get that heart rate up. Let's start with those jump twists. Arms up overhead, feet together. You're twisting the lower body while maintaining stabilization into the upper body. Think of your hips moving forward and back. Bend into the knees, soft landing. Breathe into those wacky jacks. Bring those arms out, toes out. You're bringing elbows and knees to touch the best you can. Touch those elbows and knees. Get up there. Soft landing. Woo! This is mod 2 for the J drill. Starting at the top of your space, athletic position. Cross that right leg over, step, open up, hit the ball. Back to ready position. Left leg over, step, open it up, hit, back to ready position. Right, step back, open, hit, ready position. Left leg over, step, open it up, lunge, hit the ball. Athleticism. Woo! This is mod 3 for the J drill. Starting at the top of your space. Athletic position. Moving through this J drill, speed, agility, directional change. Right over left, step, hit the ball, back. Left over right, step, transfer the weight, get back. Right, left, step, hit the ball. You got this. Whew. Sound effects help. This is mod 2 for the IT band twist. Come to lie on your back. Reach your arms out, shoulder height, palms face up to the ceiling. From your figure 4 position, you'll just cross that left leg over the right. Pick your legs up. And then as you exhale, you're gonna let those knees fall towards the right, letting the outside of your right foot come to the floor, and just staying here, feeling that nice twist through the left side of the body. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your belly button into your lower back. Feel that rotation into the spine. Breathing here. Make sure you keep your belly button pulled in, protecting the lower back. To come out, squeeze the belly in. Lift those knees back up to center. Uncross your legs. Make sure you do the other side. This is mod 1 for the IT band twist. Come to lie on your back. Open those arms up like a T. From your figure 4 position, you're gonna just cross that left leg over the right. Pick up your knees and slowly let your knees come to the right. Staying here, feeling a nice twist through the left side of the body. Belly stays pulled in. Trying to keep the backs of the shoulders and the hands down onto the floor. To come back, take an exhale, draw your belly in, and bring your knees back up. This is mod 3 for the IT band twist. Come to lie on your back. Reach those arms out in front, shoulder height, palms face up towards the ceiling. From your figure 4 position, cross that left leg over the right. Pick the knees up, lifting the feet up off the floor. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, let those knees fall all the way over to the right side. Trying to keep the hands on the floor and the shoulder blades on the floor. Feeling a nice stretch through the whole left side of the body, right into that IT band. Breathing here. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your belly button into your lower back and feel the rotation in the spine. Breathing here. As you come out, draw your belly button in, protect your lower back, lift those knees back up through center, uncross your legs. Make sure you do the other side. This is mod 2 for the Iron T. Start at the back of your space, athletic stance. Quick feet forward, to the right, to the left, and straight back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, to the left, back to center, right back again, the other way. Right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, again. Right, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left. This is mod 1 for the Iron T. Starting in athletic position at the back of your space. Quick feet forward and back. 1, 2, 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Stay light on your feet, soft landing. Absorb the movement. Make sure this feels good on your knees. This is mod 3 for the Iron T. Start at the back of your space. Athletic stance, quick feet to the front. Right, left to the right. Right, left, back to center and to the left. Back to center, straight back. Let's go again. Left foot, left, left, right, right. Back to center, and the other way. Right, left, left, right. Back to center, quick feet.
Go ahead and come down onto your side, and there's 2 ways you can actually lay your head. Now, if you're feeling like you don't want to stay propped up, you can actually lay yourself on the floor just like so. But if you want to lay up, you can go here, or if you want to go even higher, you can come onto your elbow. It doesn't matter, it's really just preference. So, how's the hot potato? Well, imagine the floor is really hot, so you're gonna tap twice, and then you're gonna lift all the way up as high as you can and tap behind the leg. Tap, tap, lift, tap, tap, lift. Main thing here is try to keep those hips forward. Don't lean back with your leg, and that will really attack your thighs and your butt. So I want you to do about 12 to 15 lifts up into the air. So it's tap, tap 1, tap, tap 2 on each side. You'll definitely feel it and you'll see results. Try this almost every day if you can, and good luck.
This move is a great way to work out your lower body and clean the floor. Lie face up with your knees bent and both heels on a towel. Lift your hips, then slide your feet in and out together 10 to 20 times. For an extra challenge, do it one leg at a time with the other leg lifted.
You're gonna bring your palms and your forearms down onto the mat. Do not clasp the hands together. You want your body aligned, so make sure you are forward. Now extend one leg. Flex that foot. We flex because I want you to activate your hamstring. You're going to lift up and down. We're going to exhale up, inhale down, squeezing your booty every time you lift. Again, make sure that your hips are aligned and you are not opening up. If you don't feel comfortable on your forearms, you're going to come onto your palms right here and do the same thing. Lift and lower, lift and lower. The most important thing is that when you're there, you really get there, you feel it, you flex it before you come back down. So the reason why we have to work your hamstrings is because your hamstrings are connected to your glutes, and if you want to really lift the booty, you gotta work all the muscles around it. So try 20 of these kicks on each side and you will for sure feel it, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Good luck.
This is mod 2 for the hay baler side lunge. Starting with your feet in athletic position. Big step to the right. Find that side lunge. 70-degree bend into that right knee. Bring your arms to the right and reach and throw that hay bale over that left shoulder. Think about the upswing. You're using all of your effort on that upstroke. Breathe, exhale, draw the belly in. That's gonna give you your power. Push into that right foot. This is mod 1 for the hay baler side lunge. Starting with your feet in neutral position. Take a big step to the right. Bend into that right knee about 50 degrees. From here, you're gonna find that hay bale to the right of your knee and chuck it over your shoulder. The action is on the upstroke. Really think about that effort as you move those arms up. The weight is in the right heel. Use your core, use your breath at the same time. This is mod 2 for the hay baler forward lunge. Starting with your feet in neutral position. As you step that left foot forward, the hands move to the right of the hip, and then as you land, that hay bale goes up and over, 70-degree bends into the knees. Push off that front foot, come through neutral, alternating sides. Step forward, chuck that hay bale, come back. This is mod 1 for the hay baler forward lunge. Starting with your feet in neutral position. As you step forward with that right foot, the hands come to the left of your hip. You're gonna chuck that hay bale over your right shoulder, push off that right foot, come through center, and change sides. Hands move to the right hip, step forward with the left, chuck that hay bale over your shoulder, and step back. Keep alternating sides. This is mod 3 for the hay baler forward lunge. Starting with your feet in neutral position. Bring your arms to the left, step forward with that right foot, 90-degree bends as you chuck that hay bale over your shoulder. Step it back, other side. Full range of motion with the legs and the arms. This is mod 2 for the hamstring push-out. Starting with your feet hip distance apart. Hands onto the quads, bend into those knees. As you extend the legs, the hips move back, the legs straighten, and the chest reaches forward. Nice long spine, feel the stretch into the backs of the legs, and then go again. Bend into those knees, leave your hands where they are, push your hands into the legs, straighten the legs, lengthen the chest forward, bring the weight into the heels. Feel the stretch. Your trainer will determine the pace of the movement. Getting a nice stretch into those hammies. This is mod 1 for the hamstring push-outs. Starting with your feet just hip distance apart. Bring your hands onto your hips, bend into the knees, and start to lean forward from the torso. From here, you're just gonna straighten your legs, push the hamstrings back. Bend the knees, and extend. Bend and extend. As you extend the legs, bring the weight into the heels, toes lift. Bend and extend. The pace will be determined by your trainer. Getting a nice stretch into those hammies. This is mod 3 for the hamstring push-out. Starting with your feet hip distance apart. Bend into those knees, bring the hands low down onto the quads. From here, you're just gonna extend the legs. So lift your hips back, bring the weight into the heels, lengthen the chest forward. Keep the back of the neck and the spine nice and long. And then bend back into those knees and go again. Pausing at the top of the stretch, moving back into bent knees. Working with the pace of your trainer, getting a nice stretch into those hammies.
For those of you that don't know that, your heels are gonna be together, your toes apart, knees pulling away from one another. You start here with your chest up nice and tall, shoulders down, bring the knees together, drop down to a push-up position and extend the leg to the ceiling. Now right there is key because I need you to use your abs to pull your upper body up every single time you do a rep, okay? So you're up, drop, lift, push, up, drop, lift. You're going to have to use some balance and control here. And up. With this move, if you need to, you can lean back for the first few times until you really find your center here and the momentum with the move.
This is mod 2 for the front kicks. Let's start in that athletic stance. Left foot forward, right leg back, bring those arms out in front. You're gonna drive that knee up and then add a little kick. So it starts with a knee and then a kick. And kick. Just a little tap back. Your weight is on that front foot. You're using your core. Breath. Exhale on the kick. Keep moving. This is mod 1 for the front kicks. Starting in athletic position. Left foot forward, right leg back. Get those hands up, and we're just gonna do some knee drives. That right knee's gonna come up, and then tap the foot back. So you're just using your core here. Get that knee up. Find your breath. Exhale on the way up to get that knee up. Tap the toe, light on those feet. And make sure you do the second side. This is mod 3 for the front kicks. Let's start in that athletic position. Left foot forward, right leg back, get those arms out. You're gonna bring the knee up and then add that kick. So the movement, the drive is from the knee. Get that leg up. You're gonna bring that weight into that left foot. So when you come back, that right foot barely touches the floor. Get that leg up. Use your core. Make sure you do the second side.
So go ahead and bring your legs forward, hands in front, slowly tuck the chin into the chest and roll down with control. And we're gonna start with Froggers first because it's 2 moves and then we'll combine at the end. Heels pressing together into a V shape. Please flex your feet and bring those knees out wide. Don't bring the knees in too close. You wanna pretty much track on top of your hips. Hands pressing down, you're gonna exhale and bring the knees together. Notice how the V in my feet stays there. It does not move the whole time as I do the Froggers. You are so gonna feel your inner thighs with this one. So where's the ab part? Place your hands long behind you. On the exhale, I want you to lift up right there. Notice how my feet are long, my feet are flexed, and come back. Inhale, exhale, reach, legs long, feet flexed. And the abs are strong and they're working and I am shaking. So that is your Frogger ab move. Try 15 of those and you're gonna be shaking a lot. Have fun.
This is mod 2 for the force field swinger. Starting with those feet wider than hip distance apart. Micro bend into the knees, tilt forward at the pelvis, reaching those arms in front of you, shoulder width apart, palms face one another. Reach that right arm up to shoulder height. As it comes down, the left arm is gonna lift up. Keep the spine long and the core engaged. Eyes are forward. This is mod 1 for the force field swinger. Starting with your feet wider than hip distance apart. Bend into the knees, tilt forward, bring those arms out in front of you, straight in front of the shoulders. You're gonna reach the right arm up at about 45. And then as you bring that right hand back in front of the shoulder, the left arm is gonna reach up. And then we go again. So it's like you have two magnets. Your hands are magnets and they're never gonna touch. Back of the neck is long, spine is long, core engaged. This is mod 3 for the force field swinger. Starting with your feet wider than hip distance apart. Bend to the knees, tilt forward with the pelvis so the spine is long. Reach those arms straight down in front of you, palms face one another. Reach that right arm up, get full range of motion. As it comes down in front of the shoulder, the opposite arm lifts. It's like your hands are two magnets. Back of the neck long, core engaged. Find your breath. All right, we're gonna play some football. We've got the football sequence. We're gonna break it down, right side and left side, and then pick up the pace as we move through. Let's play some ball. We're gonna start running. You're sprinting, you're coming down the field. Let's start to the left. You're gonna land, reach those arms out in front of you, legs up, roll over, and get back up. Field ball's coming to the left. You're catching it, and touchdown. Woo! Run it out again. We'll go to the other side. Run, 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 run. Land it, get low. Hands out, roll over. Oh, get right back up. And we're catching it to the right. Catch it, touchdown. Woohoo! A little bit faster this time. Run it out. You're sprinting down that field. Get down. Arms out. You're coming onto your belly and you're getting back up quickly. You see the ball, you catch it, touchdown! Woo! Let's go again. Running, we're going for that end zone. We're going quickly. We're gonna drop down for the roll. Get back up. You got it. You see the ball in the end zone, catch it, touchdown! Woo-hoo!
You get 2 moves in one, and I think you're really gonna love this. It's all for booty lifting. So you start out by being in a quadruped in all 4s, okay? My shoulders are in line with my palms, my knees in line with my hips. Now, I'm gonna lift up into a fire hydrant like so. You wanna make sure you squeeze your glutes there. Make sure that the hips are aligned and you're not opening out like this, okay? Then you're gonna come back in, and your combination will be to lift up, all right? So we're getting side glute all the way, every day. This one is so much fun, and even if you do this to the beat of the song, even better. Try to finish the whole song. All right, so that is your fire hydrant combination. Make sure you try to do about 15 to 20 of these on each side, and one counts as out and up, okay? Have fun.
Stand with your feet hip-width apart and a dumbbell or a water bottle in each hand, palms facing in. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, then lower into a squat while raising your arms in front. Repeat 10 times on each side.
This is mod 1 for the figure 4. Come to lie on your back. Leaving your right foot onto the floor, pick the left heel up, cross your left heel onto that right knee. Place your hands down onto the floor, open the palms, and just gently push that heel in towards the knee, stretching through the outside of the left hip. Breathing here, ensuring that that top foot is in dorsiflexion, shortening the tibialis anterior, this muscle on the shin bone, protecting the ACL, the outside of the knee. This is mod 3 for the figure 4. Come to lie on your back. We're gonna stretch into those hips and into those glutes. Leave your right foot onto the floor, pick the left leg up, bring that left heel towards that right leg, left hip's externally rotated. Use your core, pick up that right leg and see if you can interlace the fingers behind the right leg. Gently push your left forearm into your left knee. Imagine pushing your right foot into a wall. To come out, slowly release your hands. Don't let your legs spring away. Place that right foot onto the floor, uncross your legs. Make sure you do the other side.
So here's the dumbbell squat. I'm using 5-pound weights. You can use whatever weight you're comfortable with. Feet shoulder width apart, and you're gonna dip down, for 25 reps. So we're gonna do some leg drops for your abs. So you're gonna basically come up like you're doing a crunch, and then you're gonna drop your toes, touch down. And you're gonna do as many of these as you can, because you want awesome abs, right? Let's aim for 25.
This is mod 2 for the drop sumo squat. Starting with your feet in neutral position, reach those arms out in front of you about 45 degrees up away from your legs. You're gonna jump into a sumo squat, bending at the knees and the hips, jumping right back and right back into it. This is mod 1 for the drop sumo squat. Starting with our feet in neutral position, reach those arms down in front of you. You're gonna jump down into a sumo squat, 30-degree bend into the knees and the hips. Come back to neutral and then jump it right back out again.
Here's what you need: 2 5-pound dumbbells and a sturdy chair or bench. This move combines a step up and a bicep curl. Grab your dumbbells and stand with your left foot on the chair. As you step up onto the chair, curl the weights towards your shoulders and bring your right thigh up so it's parallel to the floor. Then step down and switch legs. Do 3 sets of 15 reps. This is double leg stretch. Pull your knees to your chest and lift your head and neck off the floor. Extend your arms overhead and your legs out. Then circle your arms around and pull your knees back in. Repeat 8 times.
This move is amazing for your back and shoulders. Get into plank, then lift your hips into an inverted V. See if you can do 3 sets of 15.
Here's how to do a perfect plank. Lie face down with your legs extended and elbows bent directly under your shoulders. Your feet should be hip distance apart and your arms should be shoulder width apart. Now you can place your palms on the floor or clasp your hands. Engage your abs, tuck your toes, and squeeze your glutes to lift your body off the ground. Focus your eyes ahead, about a foot in front of your hands. A few things to watch out for: don't hyperextend your knees, don't drop your head, or allow your butt to rise up. You want your head, neck, shoulders, back, butt, and legs all to fall in a straight line. Try and hold this pose for 20 seconds, and eventually you can hold it for a minute or even longer, as long as you don't compromise your form. To start, stand tall with your feet hip distance apart and toes pointing forward. Keep your core tight and your back straight. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet. Lower your body so both your legs make 90-degree angles. Push off your right leg and return to the standing position. Seems easy, right? Well, here are 2 common knee busting mistakes. One common mistake is allowing your knee to extend beyond your toes. You want to keep it right above your ankles so your lower leg forms a perfectly straight line. Another mistake is letting your back knee hit the floor. You want to stop a few inches above the ground. Try 10 repetitions on each side.
This is mod 2 for the bloat. We're gonna do some directional change drills with that racket in hand. Your trainer's gonna fire out forward, back, left, right. You're gonna hit the ball, come back to that athletic position in the center between hits. Let's get started. Find your athletic stance, racket in the right hand. Let's move to the right first. Little forehand, little lunge, little backhand. Let's go forward, up to the net. Let's go back. Little volley, back to center, little backhand, forehand, a little backhand to the right, to the left. Let's switch hands. Racket, left hand, shuffle, hit, boom, lunge, backhand, up to the net, little volley, all the way back, swing through. You got this. This is mod 1 for the bloat. We're gonna do some directional change drills with that racket in hand. Your trainer's gonna fire out forward, back, left, right. You're gonna hit the ball, come back to that athletic position in the center between hits. Let's get started. Grab that racket, let's start to the right. We're just gonna step to the right, a little forehand, shuffle to the left, a little backhand, up in the net, a little volley, go all the way back, hit that ball. Keep moving, go left, little backhand, and forward, come back to your athletic position, little forehand shot. Let's switch hands. Left hand, little shuffle, little left hit, little backhand. You got this, go back. Woo! All right, all the way forward, boom. You got this. Keep moving. This is mod 3 for the blowout. We're gonna do a directional change drill with racket in hand. Your trainer's gonna give you some commands. Forward, back, left, right, just keep moving, hit that ball, come back to that athletic position in the center of your court every single time. Let's get started. Athletic stance, racket in the right hand. Let's go forward first. A little volley, all the way back. Hit that ball, back to center, to the right, to the left, a little backhand, all the way to the right, forehand. Backhand, all the way back, a little hit. Boom! You got this. Keep moving.
Kneel on all fours, stretch your left leg back and out so it's diagonal to your torso. Bend your left knee to 90 degrees as you swoop your right foot up towards the ceiling, allowing your butt to lift. Straighten your knee and lower your foot back to the floor and try to do at least 30 of these on each side.
Deadlifts. Keep your knees slightly bent. I think that's the one thing I always used to forget to do, and it actually causes injury, so be careful. Knees slightly bent, and you're just gonna dip down, and you're gonna come back up. Do 15 of these.
So bring your legs out forward, hip width apart, feet flat on the floor, hands forward, tuck that chin in, and slowly roll down with control. Perfect. Now bring your hands together, elbows wide. I don't want to see them come in, I want them in a straight line. And all you're going to do is twist 1, 2, 3, 4, and back down. 2, 3, 4. As you can see, you are working your obliques and your abs all at the same time. And yes, it is difficult, but it's fun. Now, if that's craziness for you guys, what you can do is you can simply grab onto the back of your legs, come up, don't even worry about that twist, and come right back down. Or if you want to, cut it in half, you can always just do the twist by itself as you build up that strength. All right, now you're gonna wanna try 10 of these, all right, because that's a lot of twists. That's 10 up and down, and you will feel your abs, and it's gonna be awesome. Have fun.
Boat pose is for your abs. So you're basically gonna take your elbows to your knees and then extend out, in, extend out. Do this till you think you're gonna die.
This is mod 2 for the crossing lunge drill. We're moving our body from left to right as we lunge the body, finding a little jump squat in the middle. Let's go. We're gonna start with our feet just wider than hip distance apart. You're gonna reach those arms out in front. So let's start with that little squat. Lunge, leading with the left foot, turning your body to the right. And now come back to center, and now leading with the right leg, move to the left. Back to center, a little jump. And now the other way, moving with the right leg. Back to center, left leg, a little jump. This is mod 1 for the crossing lunge drill. Starting with your feet in a neutral position. Bring your hands onto your hips and turn your torso to the right 45 degrees. Step forward with that left foot, find a 30-degree bend into that front knee. Now step back to center, and now for the other side. Step forward with the right foot, bend into both knees, come back to center. Now for a little squat jump, bend those knees to 30, jump up, and reset. Now we go the other way first. Right foot steps forward, turn your body, bend your knees. Back to center, other way. Left foot forward, turn your body, bend both knees, a little squat jump. This is mod 3 for the crossing lunge drill. We're gonna start in a neutral position. Now this whole movement is based on plyo. So before we lunge and jump, we wanna make sure that we're protecting those knees, bending into the knees to get our power, and then landing with soft knees to protect the knees on the way down. We're moving our body from left to right as we lunge the body, finding a little jump squat in the middle. Let's go. Bring those legs wide apart, reach those arms up overhead. Prepare with a little squat. Moving to the right first. Back to center, to the left. Back to center, little jump squat. And now the other way, to the left. Back to center, to the right. Back to center, little jump squat. Reset.
Raise your arms, then lift your right knee and bring your right elbow down to meet it. Alternate sides. Do this for about 2 minutes, moving as quickly as possible.
This is mod 2 for the cross crawl. Starting with your feet in neutral position. Bring out those Russian arms. We're gonna lift the right leg and then rotate towards that lifted leg. come back to neutral, change. Pick up the other leg, twist towards it, come back to neutral. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Breathing. Exhale on exertion. This is mod 1 for the cross crawl. Starting with feet in neutral position. Give yourself a hug with those arms, fingertips onto the shoulders. Standing on your left foot first, pick up the right leg and twist towards that lifted leg. Release that foot back to the floor and change. Pick up the opposite leg, twist toward the lifted leg and change. The exhales on exertion. This is mod 3 for the cross crawl. Bringing those arms out in waking position. Lift up your right leg all the way to 90 degrees, dorsiflex that foot, and then twist towards that right leg. Come back through center, change. Pick up the opposite leg and twist towards it. Come back through center and change. No pause in between. Lift and twist. Lift, twist. Try not to think about bringing the elbow towards the knee. Just think about lifting and twisting around the axis of the spine. Exhales on exertion.
So what you're gonna do is come on to all fours in a quadruped. My shoulders are in line with my palms and my body is square to the mat. Basically, I'm saying that so that you don't get all crazy and do some hula hoop weird looking things right there. So I'm going to bring one knee behind the other knee. And after that, I'm going to lift up into a fire hydrant and kick that leg out. See that? Boom and kick. Meanwhile, my shoulders are aligned, my eyes are on the edge of my mat, my elbows are straight. You will want to try about 15 of these on each side and try to kick as far as you can out. Obviously, when you begin, your leg may be a little bit more over here than over here, but it takes time and it takes practice. Good luck and have tons of fun. Bring your legs forward, point the toes, hands in front, tuck that chin into the chest, and slowly roll down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, now we need to talk about the positioning of your back because this is essential to you moving all that energy into your thighs and not into the wrong places like your hip flexors. So you're gonna place your hands in a triangle right underneath your tailbone, okay? This is gonna add some height to your booty and also allow you to press your low back into the mat. You know, you see how I have no space right here? You do not want to arch up because that's gonna hurt you. This is about the thighs, not anything else. So place the hands underneath, lift those legs up. Sucking your belly button in, you're going to bring the legs out as wide as you can and cross them in the center. Out and cross, out and cross. If you feel any weirdness in your hip flexors, in your back, you need to suck the belly button in and press that low back into the mat. So that's all about the thighs. And go ahead and grab your knees in, roll up. So those are crisscross scissors. Try 20 of them. You're gonna feel those thighs tone up really quickly. Have fun.
We're gonna do the tricep press next. We're gonna do 10 reps. You're gonna raise your arms up, and you're just gonna bring them slowly down and up. Down and up. You have the picture?
Lie down on your back. Take your hands behind your head and lift your shoulders off the floor just so they're hovering. Extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling. Now lift your right leg off the floor and let it hover without moving anything. Keep those abs super tight. Make 4 circles with the left leg in one direction. Stop and reverse 4 in the opposite direction. Lower down, relax for a second, and then come up and switch to the other side and go for 3 reps total.
This is my favorite way to get a great stretch and really relax. Sit down and lay your chest on your thighs and your forehead to the floor. For extra hip opening, open your legs a little wider. Hold for 10 breaths. Lower into a squat with your hands on your thighs. Don't let your knees go past your toes though. Stand and raise your arms straight overhead. Kick your right leg high while lowering your right arm to meet it. Repeat on both sides for about a minute.
Here's how to do a hip bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and arms at your sides. Push through your heels to raise your butt off the ground until your back forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold this for a second, then lower slowly. Do 15 repetitions.
I want you to bend your knees, place your feet flat on the mat, extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling, and reach your right arm up to the sky. Press your left arm into the floor, keep your hips from moving, keep everything still, only open your left leg and right arm, and then use those abdominals, squeeze to lift the leg and arm back to center. Inhale to open, exhale to squeeze. And perform 10 to 12 reps on each side.
Your feet are out wide, hip width apart, and slowly roll down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lay the hands flat and bring your feet in a little bit closer. Now come into that bridge position. Press your pelvis up. You don't want to overextend too much. Make sure your body is in line. Now, you're going to bring the knees in and out and in and out. It's simply like a thigh master without a thigh master. And by keeping your hips up, keeping your booty up, you're really working this whole lower body, and it feels really good, effective immediately. So you're gonna wanna try the bridge butterfly for about 20 reps. You're gonna feel it, and it's gonna be awesome. Have fun and good luck.
Step with your feet hip width apart. Make sure your feet are directly forward. Cross your hands over your chest. Pull your lower abdominals in and up. Really keep that belly button tight to the spine. Squat down as deep as you can. Buttocks back over the heels. Scoop in your abs, press through the heels, and come back up to stand. Try 5 sets of 5 reps.
Here's a great yoga pose that helps flatten out your belly. Sit with your feet on the floor, knees bent, hands beneath your knees for support. Keeping your chest lifted and shoulder back, really engage your ab muscles and raise and lower your legs until they're parallel to the floor and you're balancing on your rear end. If you can handle this, you're ready for the next step. Straighten your legs and arms and stretch your arms forward. For a super challenge, lower your back and legs and hover. Hold for at least a few breaths and then release.
Hinge back from the upper body, hollow out the lower abs, and float your legs up so they're parallel to the floor. Stretch your arms out, keep your shoulders down and back, keep drawing the abdominals in and up, and try and lengthen out of your spine. If you feel comfortable here, you can straighten out the legs. Engage the pelvic floor muscles, inner thighs. Sitting nice and tall, hold here 5 to 15 breaths. Relax for a moment and repeat up to 5 times.
Bicycles are pretty much the best move you can do for your abs. One study found they're twice as effective as a traditional crunch. And let's face it, nobody really likes crunches. Here's how you do them. Lie on your back on a mat with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and hands gently behind your back. Don't pull your neck. Lift your head, shoulders, and upper back off the floor and simultaneously move your right elbow and left knee towards each other while straightening your right leg. Draw your knee back up and move your left elbow and right knee toward each other while straightening your left leg. The faster you pedal, the more muscles you activate. Aim to do 3 sets of 15 reps. Pretty simple, right?
You lie down on your back, you're gonna do some basic bicycle reps, which work out your core, but at the same time, you're gonna incorporate an upper body workout, so you're getting those front deltoids worked out too. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back.
This is mod 1 for the bent over Zen swing. Starting with your feet wider than hip distance apart. A little micro bend into the knees. You're just gonna start to move those arms around the body. Letting the hips direct the movement. So let that left hip come forward and then the right hip. And the arms will just follow. Eyes are forward, working through the rotation of the upper back. This This is mod 3 for the bent over Zen swing. Starting with your feet wider than hip distance apart. Little nice bend into those knees. Grab that golf club, hinge from the hips about 45 degrees. From here, the movement is in the upper back. So think about rotating that upper spine, bringing the right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade towards that mid back. Breathing. Think exhaling on exertion.
Grab a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. Lie down on your back, bend your knees, lift them up to tabletop, stretch your arms straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna crunch your head and neck up, straighten out one leg as you twist towards the bent knee. Come back to center, don't drop your head, knees to tabletop, arms up, and then switch. Go for 8 reps of those, 3 times a week.
This is mod 2 for the bear flip. Starting in your 4-point position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pick those knees up off the floor. We're gonna lift the left leg and the left arm up at the same time, keeping the bend in the knee and the elbow. And now try the other side. Opening the hips and shoulders to the side. Transferring the weight from one side of the body to the other. This is mod 1 for the bear flip. Starting in that 4-point position, knees under hips, feet hip distance apart, hands underneath the shoulders. Pick those knees up off the floor. We're lifting the same hand and the same foot. Left side, and now try the right. Exhale. Transfer your weight each time. Keep the belly button pulled in. All right, we're into the baseball sequence. We're gonna give you variations. So we're gonna start slow so we get the methods down, and then we're gonna move as quickly as we can, working our right side and our left side. So let's get going, let's play some baseball. Come to the back of your space. You're gonna catch the ball. You're gonna step through center. You're gonna pitch the ball. You're gonna bat up, swing, hit it, run your bases. Keep running. We're going for home plate. Walk it forward and reach home plate. Come all the way back up. We're back to center. We're going to the other side. Catching to the left this time. Pitching to the left. Let's go. Batting left. Run. Run your bases. Get going. Home plate's almost there. Walk it out and reach that home plate. All the way back up. A little bit faster this time. Catch the ball. We're going to pitch it. We're going to hit it. And we're running. We're running bases. Doesn't matter where the bases are. Home plate. Get going. Home plate. Back up. And let's go again. We're gonna catch to the left. Catch the ball. We're gonna pitch it. We're gonna pitch it again. And now we're gonna hit it. And now we're gonna run those bases. Get going. First, second, third. Home plate. We got it. Woo!
So you're going to bring your hands all the way out like so, and make sure you're sitting super tall. So whether you're sitting like me in this cross-legged position, or you're sitting like so in a mermaid position, it doesn't matter. You can even stand. As long as your spine is tall, then you're good. So palms are flat and down. Then you're gonna open them up and squeeze the elbows to the mid-back. And my palms are up now. Out and in. All right, you can exhale as you come in. Inhale out. Just like that. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, really builds up the posture and attacks the whole back. And really squeeze when you're in right there. I want you to try 20 of these and make sure you pay attention to every single move because they count. All right, have fun.
You're going to pull your right knee up as high as you can towards your right shoulder. When you're ready, you're gonna push up. And when you push up, you're gonna lift your knee off of the ground and extend it up behind you as you position yourself over your left knee. So drop down, push, and lift. Notice that my hands are under my armpits as I lower myself down. You wanna make sure that as soon as you start to push yourself up, the abs come in. And drop, lift, point the toe, and you can do up to 30 repetitions of this move as well.
Plyometrics or jump training can blast fat and boost your heart rate without a lot of space or equipment. Here's an exercise you can do anywhere to get in shape. Here's how to do alternating lunges. Begin with your feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet and lower into a lunge. Make sure your knee doesn't go past your ankle. Drive your body off the ground and switch the position of your legs in the air. You should land in a lunge with your left foot forward. Keep alternating sides as you repeat this exercise for 30 to 60 seconds.
You're gonna start lower down on your left elbow. Your leg is going to be extended directly out to the side of your right hip. You're gonna be down on your elbow, and as you swing that straight leg to the back and then up, you're gonna press yourself up onto both hands. Lower, swing, lift. There is a little pulse in your glute at the very top of the move. Drop and lift. Again, you're working everything. This move has some tempo to it. Please don't forget the pulse at the end. And you can do up to 30 repetitions of this move too.
This is mod 2 for the advanced supine leg crossover. Come to lie on your back. Make a T position with your arms, palms face up to the ceiling. Start with both legs extended. Lift that right leg straight up above the hip, and then think up and over, pointing that toe in the direction of 2 o'clock. Tap the toe to the floor, and then lift that leg all the way back up through center, release it to the floor. Other side, lift that left leg up, inhale. Bring that leg up and over, thinking about 10 o'clock on a clock. Touch that toe down, and then lift up. Release the leg back down to the floor. Continue here, alternating legs, moving with your breath. Inhaling and exhale. Finish the breath, finish the movement. This is mod 1 for the advanced supine leg crossovers. Let's come to lie on our backs. Make a T position with the arms, extend the legs. Pick up that right leg, point the toe, and you're aiming to bring that leg up and over, thinking about 3 o'clock on a clock. Touch that toe down towards the floor. And then inhale, lift that leg up and switch sides. Pick up the left leg, reach that leg up and over, thinking about 9 o'clock as you tap that toe down. Come back to center and change. Continue alternating legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift that leg up and over. Exhale, tap the toe, stretch that body. Find the rotation into the... This is mod 3 for the advanced supine leg crossover. Come to lie on your back, making a T shape with those arms, palms face up to the ceiling. Start with both legs extended. Now reach that right leg straight up in front of the hip. Point the toe, and now think about that toe crossing all the way over. Try to touch your left middle finger with that toe. And then inhale, come back through center and change. Other side, inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, pull your belly and make sure your core is engaged. We're in spinal rotation here. Inhale, back up. Exhale, make sure you're using your core here. So lift the leg, draw the belly button in, use your breath. Exhale, try to touch the toe and the foot and the hand. Inhaling and exhaling. This is mod 2 for the advanced push, swing, pull plank. Let's set up for that plank position. Aligning the wrist right underneath the shoulder, middle finger pointing straight back, stacked feet, dorsal flexion of the feet. Feel really strong in your plank position here. Now bring that elbow into the rib, make a fist with that top hand. Here's your push. You're gonna push that arm forward, swing that arm back and around over your head, and then pull that arm back down. And then we reverse the movement. Push, swing, and pull. Push, swing, working the rotation of that shoulder, pull, while maintaining that stabilization in the shoulder girdle. Keep moving your body, make sure this feels safe in your wrist and your shoulders. This is mod 1 for the advanced push, swing, pull plank. Starting in our plank position, Safety in the wrist and the shoulder first. So make sure that your right wrist is right underneath the right shoulder. And then from here, you're gonna reach your legs out. That left foot is gonna come in front of the right, and you're just gonna make a nice side plank version of yourself. Bring those elbows into the ribs. Get some security here into the shoulders and the scapula first. And here's the movement with the arm. So it's a push and it's a swing. You're bringing that arm back and around and up. And then you're gonna pull that arm down. And then we reverse the movement. So it's a push and it's a swing, and then you pull it back in. Continuing here. Push, swing, pull. Push, swing, pull. Continue. Push, swing, pull. This is mod 3 for the advanced push, swing, pull plank. Let's set up in that advanced side plank position. So wrists underneath the shoulders, reaching that left leg up, start position with the body, doors I flex, action in the feet and the hands. Bring that left fist in towards the ribs. And now here's the action of the arm. Push, swing that arm back and around, and pull. Push, swing, and pull. Keep moving. Push, swing, pull. Push, swing, you're doing great, pull. This is mod 2 for the advanced psoas stretch. Coming into a lunge position, stepping forward with that right foot. Lean forward so you're not on your back knee. You're gonna leave your left hand down by your left leg, bend your left knee and reach around for that back foot. Let the heel be pulled back by the foot. Let that right shoulder open. And then you're leaning into it, thinking of that left hip coming forward, getting a nice stretch into the psoas and into the quad. To come out, don't let the foot spring away. So control the movement, hug your belly in, point the toe, slowly release the foot, step out of it, back into a kneeling position. This is mod 1 for the advanced psoas stretch. We're gonna start in that lunge position, stepping the right foot forward, left knee back. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Bring your hands down by your hips, and you're just gonna lean forward. Really thinking about squeezing that left butt cheek as you push that left hip forward. Getting a nice stretch into the quad all the way up through to the psoas. Staying here and just breathing, getting a nice stretch. And then to come out, just push into that front foot, come back into a kneeling position, and make sure that you do the second side. This is mod 1 for the advanced psoas stretch. We're gonna start in that lunge position, stepping the right foot forward, left knee back. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Bring your hands down by your hips, and you're just gonna lean forward. Really thinking about squeezing that left butt cheek as you push that left hip forward. Getting a nice stretch into the quad all the way up through to the psoas. Staying here and just breathing, getting a nice stretch. And then to come out, just push into that front foot, come back into a kneeling position, and make sure that you do the second. This is mod 3 for the advanced psoas stretch. Starting in a lunge position, let's step forward with that right foot. Make sure there's enough distance here between your feet. Lean forward. You're gonna reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. As you bend your left knee, you're gonna see if you can reach back for that left foot with that right hand. Dorsiflex flex that top hand. Draw your belly in, control your balance. And now as you inhale, breathe into that left body. And as you exhale, just kind of move your torso to the right slightly, pushing that left hip bone forward, getting that nice stretch into the psoas, into the quad. To come out, engage your core, and then slowly release the foot, release the hands, and just step back into a kneeling position. And make sure you do the second side.
Grab a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. Lie back so that you can take your hands underneath your lower back for a little extra support. Grab the weight between your feet and lift it up. And then scoop the knees in, hollowing out those lower abs, and then shoot the legs out. So you're gonna scoop in and out. Scoop in and out. Try for 15 to 30 reps, 3 to 4 times a week.
Here's how to combine a squat and an overhead press. Hold your dumbbells at your shoulders and lower into a squat. Then, as you push through your heels to stand back up, press your weights overhead. Do 3 sets of 15 reps.
Not only do jump squats help strengthen your legs, but they also help you really work on your coordination and balance. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back.
Hands are under your shoulders. You're gonna extend your legs back and find that perfect plank, one straight line of energy. Now with the running man, you're just gonna drop both knees and then lift them up. Try not to disturb your plank. Keep your hips stable. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Go for about 15 to 20 of those. You'll really feel the lower abdominals. Second one is bird dog in plank. So you might be familiar with the bird dog on hands and knees. Now we're gonna try it in plank, which is a little bit more challenging. So try not to disturb your plank. Extend one arm forward, one leg back, and then switch sides. And it's very challenging to try and stay even, but give it a go and try 10 on each side. Next one is uneven plank. So you're gonna lower one forearm and keep the other arm straight plank, come up and then switch sides. And you can continue going back and forth. Again, 10 reps on each side. This next one I really like because it tones your tush as well. So we're gonna strengthen our buttocks and our core. A little hamstring curl. You're gonna pull your heel, and then release the leg straight, and then kick, and release. And again, try and keep that perfect plank, abs scooped in, shoulders down and back, and the ribs drawn together. So you wanna go for about 8 to 10 on each side. And the last variation is to take the feet really wide and the hands together, and you'll feel your inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower abs even more, and you'll just hold this for a good 60 seconds. And then you'll really feel your body burning. Make sure you breathe, keep those abs held in.